Hello everyone, my name is James Brunton and welcome back to the StarCraft II Legacy of the Void campaign. In the last episode we opened the way to Cybros, the station that houses the ancient Purifiers, and in this episode we will try and rescue the Purifiers before Amon's Zerg can destroy them. And then hopefully they'll join us as equals. We can't really be sure about that. They may bear some ill will towards us because we kinda tried to enslave them a few million years ago, but hopefully we can put that behind us. Right. Not all enemies need to be destroyed.
Zerg are truly as tenacious as the archives claim. Their infestation already spreads across the surface.
Hasn't Phoenix seen them before?
And Amon's hybrid have begun fortifying the hives. We must hope for the aid of the Purifiers to win this battle.
Indeed. According to the station's schematics, Cybros' power architecture is divided into 4 distinct quadrants.
Okay.
Each is sealed by 3 null circuits. Destroying all of the circuits in a quadrant should restore its power, activating at least some of the Purifiers.
So 12 in total. We have to destroy 12 new
We will need to keep a
circuits.
watchful eye upon the core matrix. If the Zerg destroy it, Cybros falls as well.
So keep the Matrix alive, destroy the null circuits, free the inhabitants of Cybros, the Purifiers.
We should try to locate the null circuits as soon as it is safe to do so, Hierarch.
Okay, well, we will make that a priority. We need a robotics bay for Colossi.
Tannis, there are unpowered cannons placed near the core matrix. With enough fortification, this would be a defensible position.
Right. Okay. Well, we will deal with that in a moment. How do we want to do this? Our current forces are an Immortal and 2 Zealots. We don't have automatic Vespane mining anymore, so we're going to have to do that manually, which is not great. Let's start building a robotics bay. It took all of our Vespene gas to be able to start building a robotics facility, robotics bay, so we can't build anything with gas. That means that we'll have to use our excess minerals to build zealots and pylons if we don't want it to be going to waste. Might as well build one of our pylons down here to deal with the cannons. Now, we might be able to spare the probes at this point to start mining gas.
A Zerg force is preparing to move on the core matrix. Warriors, defend the core!
We'll get our forces down by the the pylon and cannons, and we'll warp in an additional zealot. Remember, we can make use of the Solar Lance ability if we need it. I have not been remembering to do that as much as I should.
As the shadow will.
But we seem to be okay for now.
We should head out and destroy the null circuits. The Purifiers will attack the Zerg and slow their attacks upon the core.
Okay, let's start then.
There, a null circuit. Destroy it, and power should begin to flow again.
When we have 200 gas, we'll warp in a Colossus. I forgot we can warp them in. That's nice. That's really nice.
I'm detecting a Purifier awakening on its own. Wait, something is amiss. The AI has gone rogue.
Its Solarite memory lattice has grown irreversibly unstable. We should disable it. At least we can put its Solarite to use.
In the name of the many.
Okay, so there's one at least that's beyond saving. There's probably a couple. He's up here, so we'll go looking for him in a moment. Colossus, no! Colossus! Oh, that's close. We did not want to lose that Colossus. Okay. Let's warp in a sentry, and we'll build another Colossus in a moment. We need a lot more Vespene gas, so let's make sure we have a lot of probes harvesting that. Alright, there's one more containment area to build before we can start making use of the friendly purifiers.
Zerg broods are reacting to our battle plan. They have begun guarding the null circuits.
Oh, we might not have enough forces for this. Definitely a time for Solar Lance. Okay, we took some heavy losses, but it's okay. It is okay. Let's start summoning in some more troops.
Energy flow increasing exponentially. It's working. The purifiers are activating.
Okay, where are they?
I am Executor Clolarian. I address the leader of the Firstborn.
Executor Clolarian, your deeds are taught to all Templar, even to this day.
Cease your adulation. Why do you seek the Purifiers?
Brothers, you were created to protect the Empire. Yet we did not treat you as you deserved. As true Templar. I implore you to forgive our ancestors' mistakes, to take up your ancient charge once more, and join us as equals.
Well, they're willing to listen to us at least.
We will see if you speak truth. You will aid us in purifying this alien threat. Only then shall we discuss this further. Sentinels! Advance upon the alien stronghold. Purify the invaders. The Zerg are attacking from the northeast. They're trying to break through our nexus point.
The core matrix is under attack. It must not fall.
Why can't I warp in? Oh, I need additional pylons. Okay. We're gonna lose a gateway. There's no getting around that. Alright, we definitely need to shore up our defenses somewhat. Oh, we don't have anti-air. Oh, we need additional pylons to build a Dragoon! No! Okay, warping in a Dragoon. Hopefully one Dragoon can take out a Mutalisk.
I have returned.
Come on! We don't even have a sentry to heal him. Oh, here we go. We can warp in a couple of sentries and another Dragoon now.
I have returned.
Okay, excellent. And, woo! Dang, the Purifiers are doing a lot. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, where's the next... Okay, so the Purifier Warden is up there. Oh, here come the enemy.
The Zerg are attacking the core matrix. Repel their assault.
Will do. That's not too difficult. We do need some additional defenses down here, though. So I'm thinking we could get, like, a couple of monoliths and a bunch of cannons in front of the monoliths. A couple of cannons. We'll put quite a few down here because there is an achievement for not letting the core get below a certain amount, or get through all of its shields. So we want some heavy defenses to help ensure that we can get that achievement. Now, for the Haywire Purifier, can we take that out?
Firstborn, I remember. Betrayal. Death. Unacceptable. As the shadow will.
Okay, it's not going to be too hard to take him out. That's okay. Oh, the enemy are attacking us again. After this Purifier is dead, we need to retreat immediately. Actually, hang on.
Karax, do what you must.
Understood, Phoenix. I will see the Solarite is recovered properly.
They've broken through to the core matrix. Slay them and rebuild our defenses.
So, we managed to warp our units back in time to be able to save our base. That's good. But we need to shore up our defenses above the core as well as below.
Hierarch, The hybrid are moving to strike the core matrix. We must tighten its defenses.
I mean, its defenses are pretty tight, but we definitely could do with pulling down some more guys.
I walk the shadowed path.
Only the one hybrid? Really? A hybrid behemoth. Okay. I mean, we can deal with that. Now, where do we next need to go? Not really sure. We'll just have to explore around to try and figure it out. We'll poke down here. There's supposed to be 4 distinct areas, so it's probably the lower left, lower right, upper left, and upper right corners of the map. Oh, we are getting demolished here. This is not good. This is really not good. Oh my lord, there's so many Zerg here. We are all gonna die unless we retreat right now. Okay, that was biting off a little bit more than we could chew. That was very unfortunate. Why were there so many? I guess we just need a much bigger force before we can start pushing forward. Oh hey, there's a base down here we could use. I didn't realize that. I mean, can we actually build there? Because there's this creep that does not appear to be going away. So maybe we can't actually. No, we can't. Unless that's just gone away, but the fog of war is hiding it. Yeah, okay. We'll run a probe down there and we will build a base. Let's make sure we prioritize upgrades as much as possible because that will make things a lot cheaper in the long run. We'll just explore around so that we can see the fog of war, through the fog of war here.
The Zerg are attacking the core matrix. Repel their assault.
Ooh, can our cannons deal with this? Maybe. Our cannons are doing pretty well, actually. Our cannons did surprisingly well. We will attack where we started to soften them before.
Base is under attack.
Oh, this is bad timing. We need to pull back and defend the core. Actually, no we don't. Do we? No. We can keep pushing forward because our cannons and the Spear of Adun together were just enough. But we will have to do a significant amount of rebuilding.
Null circuits destroyed. Station at half power.
Good. So that means we've got more Purifiers? Yes, we do. Incoming.
Purifiers! Our home is under assault by alien forces. Move out and eliminate them.
Our triumph is at hand.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the third set of locks. So many Zerg. Let's use Solar Lance to try and help even up the odds here.
The last grouping of null circuits is located here.
So they're showing us in case we're having a little bit of trouble finding them. We have quite a large force here. This is pretty terrifying from the Zerg standpoint. And it's about to get more terrifying when we get some Purifiers on more Purifiers on our side.
The third quadrant is coming online now. Cybros is at 75% power.
Brothers, our time has come. Eliminate the alien bioforms with extreme prejudice.
Fight on.
Excellent. As long as they're still only talking about the Zerg. That's excellent. Oh, they're coming up and helping us battle up here a little bit. I mean, they're kind of going past us to the main Zerg base, but that's fine. They were helping us for a short time, and now they're going to be fighting on a second front. Ooh, the Spear of Adun just annihilated that Ultralisk. When we get to battles like this, it seems like it should be easy to wipe out Amon's forces, but it's important to remember that he's got...
That's it! Seals are fully unlocked.
Many billions
Cybros
of times
is awakening.
this. Elsewhere.
Hierarch, Cybros has reached full power, and the Purifiers are cleansing the station of the Zerg.
Fight on, brothers. Slaughter them to the last.
Wait! I've been disconnected from Cybros' systems. The core is activating. It's going to fire!
Fire?
Lorian, what are you...
Commencing purification.
He's wiping out all Zerg from the planet surface, too? And Dion? Well, I mean, it is just Zerg, isn't it? Isn't it? So now this is looking a little bit more like the Purifier I was expecting.
Zerg biosigns disappearing. The surface of Endion has been cleansed of life.
It is over.
Okay, great. Just Zerg, no problem. I was afraid they were going to say that the planet was, like, still half Protoss and he was just going to wipe them all out.
Phoenix, contact the Purifiers. I would speak to them. Executor Clolarian, you have awoken during the Firstborn's darkest hour. You have shown us that the Purifiers are a mighty force that could turn the tide of this war. I ask you now to honor your sacred charge as Templar and fight beside your brethren as you did before.
You are no different than the Conclave. Once again, you try to control us.
No, we're asking.
No. I wish to make amends for our past failures. I have fought battles alongside one of you. Phoenix, the one you are linked with. The Conclave feared your kind, but they are no more. I know you are true Templar. I have seen it. I ask that we stand as one, or none of us shall stand at all.
I will counsel with the others.
Now, can he do that really fast because they're electronic? I mean, they could have a huge meeting in, like, milliseconds. Presumably.
If we are to follow, we would ask the entity Phoenix to speak for us. There is much about this time we do not yet understand. But as long as you hold to your word, Hierarch, the Purifiers shall join the Firstborn.
Excellent. Now, of course, that's still a bit of a powder keg, because what if there's a misunderstanding?
Powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
Excellent.
This errand of yours has been a waste of our time. We should leave for Slain.
The Purifiers will be a useful addition to our forces. I would hardly call this an errand.
Yes, but as we already discussed, you chose to give them freedom, hoping that they will do as you command.
Do not presume to lecture me about my decisions, Tal'Darim.
but I so enjoy our exchanges.
A pain in every universe.
Amon's presence within the Kala grows stronger. He is becoming harder to resist.
You risk much for this, Rohana.
He believes all suffering, all conflict, results from the Xel'Naga's infinite cycle. That it must end.
Okay.
Yes, he has made this clear.
But you see only the surface. Underneath, a silent hatred roils within him. A prideful resentment that would see all worlds burn. The hybrid are the true face of Amon. He wishes not only for the Xel'Naga's creations to be set aside, but for them to suffer.
Uh-huh. And this helps us how exactly?
These Purifiers have joined our army, Hierarch. It seems they are willing to serve you. For now.
Okay, so we still have the Colossus. We still don't have this third option. Oh, maybe this third option is when we get the Tal'Darim on our side. Maybe that's Tal'Darim faction. Although Purifiers also count as a faction.
These Purifiers
so now,
have joined...
if that's true, then we'd have 4 factions in 3 slots. So I guess not everybody would have a unit.
I have been analyzing the Purifier bodies en masse. Their systems function more effectively when in proximity to each other. Outlying protocols can be offloaded to unoccupied cores.
Ooh.
What does any of that mean, Karax?
Their data web was designed to replicate the sense of the Kala. They are connected to each other.
Interesting.
Yes, however, it is a synthetic representation. There is no emotional wave.
The engineers who built them could not imagine how they could ever be seen as Protoss without the light of the Kala. If only our ancestors could see us now.
So, when he said that they could offload to unoccupied cores, what he was talking about is each one is essentially a giant computer. And when one is not quite as busy doing calculations that are required for movement and targeting and decision-making and whatnot, and his hardware is going partially unused, then another one that's struggling to do all the calculations it needs to do can offload some of the work. They can share their processing power, share their processing cores, which is pretty cool. Makes more efficient use of the technology.
We have achieved an incredible feat, friend Phoenix.
Phoenix. I have been thinking more upon that name. It is the moniker of another.
What would you prefer?
I do not believe I should use it any longer. I am not he.
Phoenix was the bravest warrior I have ever known. He faced terrible odds and emerged victorious. Slayed enemies the likes of which most cannot even comprehend. And yet, you have proven to be of equal bravery. He would have been honored that a warrior such as you bore his name. And so am I.
Your words honor me, Hierarch, but one day I must find my own path and my own name.
Well, name it. Whenever you figure out what you want. So, we can now add another ship subsystem so we can get Matrix Overload, which gives friendly units a benefit while positioned within a pylon's power field. Oh, this is a passive. Anytime we're within a power field, we get bonus movement speed and bonus attack, which is kind of a defensive ability, but I mean also we can bring power fields with us a little bit. It's mostly defensive, though. Guardian Shield. Units become invulnerable for 5 seconds when taking fatal damage, preventing death. Each unit can be shielded only once every 60 seconds. Okay. So they all get Artanis' ability. Almost. He restored a bunch of health and energy. This would just become invulnerable for 5 seconds, which would give a little bit more lifespan to our units. And we can also get Reconstruction Beam. The Spear of Adun automatically repairs damaged mechanical units for 5 life per second, and damaged structures for 10 life per second. A maximum of 3 targets can be repaired at once. Huh. Now that's really nice. We don't have a method of regenerating health at the moment. So this means that we could regenerate long-term damage to all our units and structures. That's pretty valuable, but it's also very expensive, because it would take 100 Solarite. Let's go back to Orbital Assimilator right now. I like Warp Harmonization, but I can live with Orbital Assimilator, because Orbital Assimilator is cool. And we'll get the Reconstruction Beam and put the excess into starting supply. And more Solarite will allow us to get Warp Harmonization and instead of the Orbital Assimilator and get some of our auxiliary systems power back. That sounds good.
Oh, what now?
The Purifiers.
Yeah. Okay. What's the next mission then? Alarak's thing? Oh, we have a choice again. We can either go to Slain, which was the Alarak mission, or we can go to Ravanskar. What is this?
It brings me great joy that the Purifiers have chosen to join the Daylong. But Amon's armies are still a threat. Mobius Corps is overseeing Amon's hybrid production lab. I will not let this continue. We will go to Ravanskar and destroy the station before Amon can create more of these abominations.
That gives us a carrier, which is a really nice air unit. But I'm inclined to go with Slain for right now. I mean, that gives us the Void Ray, which is also a really cool unit. So, next episode, we'll go to Slain, and we'll try and get him instilled as leader of his people, and hopefully we can both destroy some of... both remove some of the power from Amon's forces and bolster our own at the same time. In the meanwhile, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought down in the comment section below, and if you did like more of this, you can subscribe to see more videos. I'll see you all next time.
Oh look, by repeatedly spam clicking everything, I get monkeys.
I'm pretty sure that there's a monster back there.
Oh, he's right there! Oh, God, I ran the wrong way! I ran the wrong way!
Oh. That could have saved me about 100 times right now. Oh. Why?